it's day 3 and you think to yourself, I want to refresh my hair. So you go through the spray bottle, you start refreshing, and then you think, why does my hair not look as good as it did on day 1? Why is the refreshing not refreshing? Well, in this video, I'll be discussing more about the fact that it's actually not the curls that are the problem, but it's actually what you're calling a refresh. So let's get started. So as always, I've got my trusty notepad to hand. So the first mistake that sometimes us with curly hairs make is that we drench our hair in water. We think actually it's not really a refresh, it's rewashing your hair, but it's not really the case. You don't want to drench your hair down with too much water, too much refreshing products, because actually all that over manipulation, all that added product will actually create more worse results than actually the results that you're actually trying to achieve. And sometimes when you do use certain refresh sprays, in my opinion anyway, they don't always mix well with the products that are actually in your hair. So sometimes just literally refreshing with a little bit of water on your hands, rubbing that in with maybe the gel or the styling cream that you used on the wash day will actually create like a good little mini product in your hand to just rub over your hair and scrunch in, and actually that might be enough to just refresh your hair. Point number 2 that I wanted to talk about was why adding more product every day is the fastest way to dull your hair. Now, sometimes you might be thinking to yourself, actually, if I add more products each day, I keep on adding the oils, I keep on refreshing that, actually my hair will look better over time, but it actually doesn't. It can make your hair look more dull and worse. All that build up upon build up of product is just not the way to go. Your hair really has product in it. So as I just said in point 1, the best thing to do is just literally refresh the products that you've got. So actually, even just spraying your hair down with a little bit of water, and probably like the mister bottles, the ones where it's like a continuous mist bottle, so not literally something that will drench your hair down, or even spraying some water in your hands and rubbing that through your hair will actually work well as well. So just reactivating the product that's actually already in your hair instead of piling more product in. I would say like point number 3 is the difference between a true refresh and just over wetting your hair. Soaking sections of your hair kind of just disrupts everything. It can actually disrupt the curl pattern. So you might actually be finding that your curls look more looser after drenching your hair down, separating it out and whatnot. It might not look as good as the first day results, because the first day results just has kind of like 1 layer or 2 layers maximum of product, but then you're layering more and more as the days go on. During the week you're adding more of that product. You might be adding it like 3 or 4 times in that week, depending on how often you wash your hair. So actually you don't want to do that. It just creates more, as I said, more buildup, more stickiness, more heaviness as well. So I've got fine hair and I wouldn't want to do that every day, because you know what, my hair will get weighed down. It will just look flat. It will just look a bit dull. It just won't be what I'm after. So honestly, just knowing the difference between a true refresh and over wetting is definitely the key as well. And just kind of focus on the minimum effective refresh. Again, you don't need to go in with so much oil, so much product. Test maybe even like a couple sections. So maybe take the top part of your hair maybe and see if a little bit of water and a little bit of product that you used on the wash day will help, or actually literally just wetting your hair down a little bit and just seeing if that will reactivate the products. If you're using like stronghold gels, then it should be easy to refresh your product. Like if you're using something like Rizzo Curl stronghold gel, or you're using Curl Smiths, then normally with those types of gel, I literally just add a little bit of water and just kind of refreshes it. Or if you do want to add in a little bit more, just a tiny bit, mix with water, dilute it down, rub it over your hair, and actually that might be the key as well. So literally the most effective refresh, everyone, is not literally going in as if you're re-wetting your hair or anything like that. Literally is sometimes just reactivating what you have in your hair, or if you must use product, then just using a dab, dilute it down in your hands, and then rub it on your hair, and actually taking sections by sections, actually looking at your hair and actually thinking, is it the whole of my hair also that needs refreshing, or does just certain sections need refreshing? It might just be the front bit, just the back bit, just kind of assessing your hair and looking at it and really asking yourself, do I need to refresh the whole thing, or is it just some sections that I need to refresh as well? So that's something else to think about. So a question I have for everyone today is, how many days after washing do you usually need to refresh your hair? And does your refresh actually make your hair look better or worse? So comment below and like and subscribe, as I always say. I'm definitely a refresh person. I definitely need to refresh during the week, but I definitely find that if I have a good holding product on the wash day, the wash day day that I pick, then it makes a massive difference. If your hair is prone to frizz and getting poofy and you don't like that look, then honestly, your hair is telling you, I need hold, I need hold. I need more hold. And I know everyone might be afraid of like the crunch, the stiffness, but honestly, you might just need to just put a dab of oil, something really, really, really light in your hands, just a little bit, rub it in your hands, and then just kind of scrunch out the cast, or literally scrunch out the cast with just dry hands. But having hold will make your hair last. I think this is the thing that people are missing sometimes, or not even missing, but thinking, actually, I need to always refresh my hairs, this and that. I need to go in, I need to add more products. But sometimes you don't. Honestly, sometimes you don't. It might just be a case of you will just have to make sure you've got enough hold on that first day in order for it to last during the week, or in order for you to not have to refresh as often as well. Just using good quality products is the key, testing it out. Maybe on a day, I think I might have said in one of my videos actually, on a day where you're not really going somewhere, maybe test out a few sections and see whether actually your hair lasts longer if you put in, strong hold gel in one section versus maybe just a styling cream in another, or a mixture of both, and just seeing actually as the week goes on, how is my hair looking? Is my hair looking still intact, or is it the bit that's got less gel in it actually now poofing up and frizzing up? But some people, they love the frizz. I don't mind a little bit of frizz because that adds some volume. I'm not, for me, I'm not after perfection, I'm definitely after definition and some frizz control. But sometimes frizziness actually does add some volume to your hair, so it's not always a bad thing. But when your hair just looks wild and out of control, that's when it's like, ooh, you have to think about what you're actually doing on the day that you're washing your hair. So I hope that's been helpful today. But like and subscribe as usual. As I always say, sorry, like and subscribe. Let me know what other content you want to see from me. And I hope everyone's having a blessed week so far. Take care. Signing out. Love for my curls. All the best. And remember, refresh shouldn't be so hard. It shouldn't take so long. Just you might need to do less instead of more. Honestly, not overwetting your hair will probably just create more mess. And especially during the season as well. You won't want to go in with too much water. Maybe in winter where it's going to take a while to dry, or going in summer and actually it might make your hair poofy too much because of the humidity. So just be mindful of that. All right, then, take care. All the best. Signing out. Love for my curls. Bye.